Do you want bonus audio?
I think what we've done all day, by the way, guys, is yes and, and now we're just, why?
A cow's life begins, like many of us, as an egg. Squeezed out seemingly at random by the gentle grazer, the cow seems unbothered by its brown offspring.
I had the murder wall. I was trying to figure it out on my kitchen wall with names, post-its, string, and the lot.
Is that brother prick?
I don't know how to do things with my mind.
You've got to find a way to do this. I know it's inside you. You're a silver bow.
Come give it to me, buddy boy.
Okay.
And as he approaches me, I'd like to twist his nipples.
I can tell you for definite exactly where the inspiration for Nancy came from.
Go on.
Careful, just swallow it all.
Like a good boy.
And if he does get sliced by the glass, he'll just try and
Start it
out. Like,
Yeah.
Well, join the Royal Britannia Patreon. Available now.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
So, you just started using LinkedIn Premium. Now what? Well, on your premium company page, you noticed around 7.5 times more page engagement and 5 times more page views. Well done. And now, new clients are messaging you. All because you're using LinkedIn Premium, which helps you get the business growth you want. Think big, small business. Think big. Start your free trial at linkedin.com/premium small business. That's linkedin.com/premium small business.
Previously on Roll Britannia, the Delvin.
Did you manage to make any headway with the archway?
It looks like it's meant to connect to some other place, linked through some sort of mass system. A list of bizarre markings I've never really seen. Granite, arch.
How do we turn the network back on?
Maybe there's something the other end that's stopping me.
We've got to go on another journey. Send a message to Doris Knee Smasher. I'm going to be a bit late. I had to go and see a pyramid about a series of portals.
These portals are not free. The payment doesn't seem to be monetary.
I do want to talk to Piri. They'll have more knowledge.
Hello, Piri. We found some transport system.
Arch is functional, but disconnected. Reconnect by adjusting geographic elevation.
Is it because they were all originally at the same level and that's what made them work?
Yeah, suggests physical testing. Conducting adjustments. Reacher. That name shows in my history bank. Philanthropist. Entrepreneur. World's greatest living person.
Position in society?
Leader.
But he traded in the same sort of stuff.
I mean, he does now.
Do you have anything in your databanks about the name Riley?
Riley Reefheart. Species. Delvin. Of House. Lothlaw. Family residence. Kevin Lothlaw.
The estimated location of Kevin Lothlaw.
Partial location found.
Near to a vast wooded area and mountains, marked on the map as the city of Galea.
Who ruled the Delvin?
Delvin High Council. The 8.
A council of 7 gods and Riley Reefheart. Were the gods mortal at one point?
Yes.
We could speak to gods. They might know more than Starflower or anyone else.
Fair enough.
Hello there.
Know anybody called Riley Reefheart?
You must never speak her name.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. The last time we played.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I don't know. You went and harassed Timbers for a bit.
You gave Tim some really good advice.
Gave.
No.
Well, we found out that Milo's been throwing bodies off a roof, off a cliff.
Off a cliff.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, they extend.
Burial at sea.
Yeah. You
Hopefully.
went to go and see Perry.
Yeah.
Didn't find anything interesting.
No.
No. Should we go?
Nothing of use.
No. Just head straight off.
Nothing at all.
Okay. So thanks, Perry. See you later. Bye.
Bye. Let's go to Nassau.
Oh no, there was
Did you pay our parking by any chance?
there was something.
Do you
wasn't there?
validate parking?
Oh,
Because
yeah, I
we sort of left
spoke
our
to
ship here
Kronos.
for a while.
Oh, you spoke to
God, yeah,
Kronos.
you were having a chat with a god. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. You
I
said.
don't feel immersed in these lights, I'm afraid.
Okay, sorry. What lights?
That's
do you
why we
want?
know we're not talking to a
Okay.
god. currently.
The voice
This is
god.
clearly just the
Oh,
preamble.
you
before
want
the
this
game.
one?
Oh my god, we're talking to a god.
Oh
Ah, it's a god.
And the last thing that was said was you were told never to mention Riley's name.
And in real life as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kronos. Why can't I mention her name? Hello?
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 You might have to wind him.
I think the god's broken.
He's a clock. Wind him.
Is there a...
Got to wind him up.
Is there a winder nearby?
Yeah, no, wind him up.
Wind him up.
Wind him up.
Riley.
Yeah.
I know, I'm not going to repeat it. He's just told me not to say it.
And that would wind him up. And it's a clock.
And it might start.
It's a stupid logic, but I want to see people do it.
Kronos, why can't I say Riley's name?
You must never mention Riley's name.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh, shit. But you shouldn't have wound him up, Paul.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, it wasn't a good
Don't
idea.
wind up a god, man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The lights have gone red.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Tis combat time.
Yeah, in theory.
For one of us.
Yeah.
Paul versus a god.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it. The ultimate throwdown.
I've got three that are genuinely annoyed at me most of the time, and you're having the first battle.
Yeah.
I love that you managed to say one word and actually trigger a battle with a god.
Did you mention Riley's name for a second time?
Only because you ignored me when I didn't say it.
You feel a surge of energy blast through your body.
Ow! You bastard. That bastard was for you, not
Oh, thanks, yeah.
Oh. Could have been
And you
settled.
take...
God, bastard. It's not great. What you got to lose? Your life?
In for a penny.
Just tell it to Malrus.
There's a lot of rolling going on. He's still rolling.
23 points of necrotic damage.
Woof.
Oh, that's bad damage.
That's not
I mean, all damage is bad.
Yeah.
But
That's
necrotic,
bad damage.
particularly bad.
A lot less than I
And you
thought
are
a god
knocked
was gonna
prone.
do.
Ow.
Do
Do I
we see
disappear
him?
from
No,
Godland?
you see Milo just collapse to the
Oh,
floor.
shit.
So he goes grayscale,
Yep.
and then just...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That'd be creepy to watch.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Hang
I
on.
guess I'm
hang
out
on.
of initiative that I didn't roll.
I didn't say roll initiative.
No,
The
the
lights
lights
are
a battle.
red.
man.
Yeah.
You just got told it off.
Yeah.
Have him back. Have him back.
Yeah. What's going on?
Go on it.
Yeah, can we actually... Are we just seeing the one-sided conversation?
No, he just goes grayscale. It's whenever one of us talks to a god, it's essentially like we get frozen in time, we go grey. That's all the people on Earth see. And it
Am
just
I
freezes
still
for a
grey on
moment.
the floor?
You
And
have
then in
collapsed
this
and are
case,
grey.
He's grey, and it's
Okay.
just gone.
You're not unconscious.
And we're like...
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
You took damage.
Kronos,
Can I
I still talk?
Can I do a quick medicine check? I just want to see if he's still breathing.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Stuff like
Medicine check it is, please.
that. Anybody really
What are
remember
you
what's...
up to?
Oh, medicine is a thing. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Ooh, that's a 10 total.
It looks alive.
Is
Maybe-
he breathing?
Yeah, it looks alive.
Okay.
Let's drag him to the side. Let's sit him comfortably
Yeah.
because, he doesn't want to fall over again.
Yeah, we'll sit him against a wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is pretty
Oh.
standard though, God talk. He
Yeah.
should be around soon. If not, Malrus will probably come back
Yeah.
and let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Milo, can you hear us?
Can't.
Are you awake?
No, that he's not with you. But you're not
Can
unconscious.
they move me?
Yeah, they can move
We
you.
just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to move him.
Kronos, I'm sorry. Why can't I mention her name?
No.
She is not.
That's better.
She is not
Not what?
one of us.
Oh.
You come back to the room.
Milo, what have you got?
Milo, what
Undirectioned.
I don't. Whatever you do, if you talk to your gods, don't mention Riley's name. They will kick your ass.
Did he find out why? We just saw he collapse.
Apparently, she's not one of them.
Oh.
Milo.
Yeah.
What's what would you say is your
Oh no.
What would you say if I said to make a wisdom saving throw?
Because you just said the name Riley again.
Oh.
What would you say if I told you to make a wisdom saving throw, please? Jesus.
That's what
I said. Rolling dice. I don't mean roll the room.
9.
9.
Oh.
Yes. Oh God.
Oh God.
It's going to be literally.
Molly, you glitch back to where you were before they moved you, and you take another 23 necrotic damage.
Oh.
Whoa!
Am I
What just happened there?
In
Literally,
Godland,
where?
or am I still
in the same space now?
Right.
But you glitched back in time to where you were.
Oh.
Back in time to where you were.
Oh, yeah.
And you're all back around with. You're back around with him.
We're there as well.
Yeah, yeah. But he took damage because he's just taking damage again.
Are we aware that time has just shifted?
No.
It's just been like. Bloop.
Milo, what happened?
He's just collapsed
Milo,
for the first time.
Again.
Yeah, you collapsed for the first time.
But is he still grey? Or has he come back?
He's with you.
Okay, let's get him over to the wall and we'll drag him over to the wall and I'll do that medicine check again.
Yeah, please do.
If you'd roll the same again, that would be
If
creepy.
I had rolled the same again, that would be weird.
Milo, what happened?
13 medicine check.
I
He
was
looks alive.
talking to Kronos, and I spoke.
Just to be awkward.
Go on.
Potential cat amongst pigeons. Didn't he get unconscious?
No, he didn't.
He didn't
was
go
never
unconscious.
unconscious.
Didn't go
cool.
unconscious.
Cool. He's thought about that.
No, I thought about it as well,
Yeah,
but he wasn't unconscious.
Yeah, good plan. Good plan.
Milo, what happened? You just fell over.
Yeah, you just collapsed.
We just did this, right?
What do you mean?
What?
You started talking to Kronos, and then you
went
collapsed. And
grey.
we brought you over here.
Seconds
But
later,
we've just done this. I've been.
No, you just been hit
You
really
think-
What
hard.
happened? What happened with Kronos? What
Yeah.
was said?
I was talking to him about Riley.
And the world glitches,
Riley?
and you go back to where you were and take another 23 necrotic damage.
What if we make another friend who's called that name?
I'm going to do another medicine check and start dragging him over to the wall. I'm just going to repeat this.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I wouldn't know. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know.
That's a natural one.
He's dead.
Milo.
Milo! Milo's
What?
dead.
Not it.
I'm just doing
Milo.
a medicine check. It was a natural one. Even though his eyes are
Yeah.
open. And he's
Milo.
It looks like he stopped breathing.
What do you mean he's dead, Derek? He's talking.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
sorry, Milo.
pouring at your face.
I thought
You realised you were
dead.
just like, you were like
So I'm
checking his pulse on his boot or
I
something.
had my foot on his trachea.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't breathe.
You were checking his pulse with your foot.
It's time to
This
put him out of his misery.
It's really weird.
What
guys.
happened? What happened with the?
This has happened before.
You just collapsed. You fell over.
You started talking to your god. You went grey and you collapsed and fell over. What happened?
What did you talk to Kronos about? What did you ask? Was there any news about Riley?
Not one of them.
Who's not one
Riley
of them?
isn't?
Not.
Not your
one of
god.
them.
No.
I'm just testing the theory.
So,
I'm really
she was
testing the
not
theory.
one of them.
Riley wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Repeat
Okay.
after me.
No. Just give us the whole sentence in one simple thing.
I'm not saying it again.
He's at like 60.
You haven't said it the first time.
66 points of damage.
You haven't said it at all.
69 points of damage. Ooh, spicy.
Spicy damage.
That's the
I
best
can only
kind.
take 2 more of those hits.
Oh, fuck. Piri,
Riley?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Because we are in the
access information that you have on, was it Riley Reef?
Reef Heart.
Riley Reefheart, and cross-reference with the items known to us as the pieces of 8 that you displayed to us before. Are they items that Riley owned?
Unknown.
Right, okay.
Borrowed.
Is there any record?
Stole.
Is there any record in reference to them and Riley?
Unknown.
Is there any record in any of Delvin history where the current bargaining form was not the case, where trinkets and or items and objects could be owned as property and therefore traded?
No.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so there's no.
So you just
nothing
acquired
known about-
items, just
so
like-
right. Well,
Yeah.
my current thinking is, lads, if Kronos said that Riley is not one of them, was Riley hoarding these trinkets together to try and make themselves a god? Maybe that's why Kronos is angry, because Riley isn't.
He was very angry.
One of them. A god.
Yeah. Why would you suddenly want to start hoarding trinkets if they have no value in the world that
But
you're
they-
in? Because you trade your.
But they give you godlike powers.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen that.
is she trying to become a god?
Piri?
Yes.
But how did one convene the Delvin Council?
They met regularly.
Was there some call of action? Did someone, was it a scheduled meeting?
Yes.
Okay. So there was never a case where someone could, in a time of urgency or crisis,
invoke the meeting.
How would
you do that?
By summoning the councillors.
By
summoning the councillors.
Okay.
How would you summon the councillors?
By summoning the councillors.
Just going up to them and saying,
By summoning the councillors.
Why don't we just try and do that?
I summon the Delvin councillors.
Yeah,
Nothing
they're dead at the moment.
Yeah, presumably. No, they're not. They never died. What you said?
Why don't we
summon
talk to
the-
one of our
Is-
gods and try and...
Look, I think at the moment,
Yeah.
Is Piri? Is there a house sigil or coat of arms for the Reef Heart clan or Lorien house?
Piri,
Also, why
I think
is
there's a drop bear in the corridor.
Yes.
Is that a sea dog? Driving a car.
Yes.
That's the fast one leaving without us.
Shit.
Yes.
Do you have a printout?
Yes.
Perfect.
Can we have it, please?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Based on that scary thing that happened to him and not being able to say the word Riley anymore.
Only once. Definitely only once.
I don't.
What do you mean?
Well, he said that. Oh no, he didn't actually tell us.
He's not told us.
Based on him looking really ill after talking to his god, and I'm not sure if all gods are.
I could, in theory,
Be as
write
angry.
it down if we had a.
Here's a pocketbook and a pen. Go on, write it down. Then.
Write down all the information your god just told you. Especially while it's
Hand it back to
distracted.
Derek.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, so you can't say Riley
No.
because that seems to. But we can say Riley.
But we can totally say Riley.
For the time
Riley,
being,
Riley.
Yeah.
Riley
Nope.
Reefheart.
So this is why I'm like, well, do I want to talk to me god? I mean, Hermes hasn't really been in
Do
communication.
you want me to try and do a 3-for-1?
I'd like to, but I'd also like to get underway.
Yeah, because otherwise...
Okay, I'll do it on the ship.
Yeah? Because
Yeah.
you'll be in...
Yeah,
Umberlee's
in
domain.
Umberlee's domain, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to get her. Mask is usually around because we're in the pocket.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can do it. I'll do it on the
And
ship.
cleanse sensing is like...
Usually
you know,
just wants to
wants to
mess
drop
with me,
stuff
so,
on you, so-
they're probably paying attention.
I think I could probably open up some communications with my god. It's been a while.
We could
On
all
the way.
hold hands and try and call them all together. And get the Council of Delvin back that way.
Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. I like that bit a lot.
Oh.
Yes.
Question.
Yes, Piri. Sorry.
Please. Elaborate. What is your intention of travel?
We'd like to go to Galea, the city, where this... I can't remember the ancient name of it.
The Carefin Lothlorn.
Yeah, we'd like to go to Carefin Lothlorn.
Sure.
Try and find the
home.
location of this gate. One, to help us be able to kind of move around a bit quicker, and just see if we can find any information on... What was it, Paul? What was her name? What? Sorry. What was it? What was it? What was it, Milo? What was her name?
Is there a Paul in this pyramid?
I said, what was it, Cool? What was her name?
Hello.
Adventurers, there is a lonely Paul wandering around me.
With the owner of a lonely Paul.
A lost Paul, please. Collect him from
Reception.
Hello.
What was it?
I peed in the fountains. Hello.
Anyway.
Yeah. See if we can find the location of Riley, because that's where she was last.
That seems like a logical place to start.
Also, I've got personal business to attend.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question. I don't know whether you'll tell me.
Okay.
But if I say the name, when we're somewhere else, do I get snapped back to where we are now, and do we have to do it all again?
You don't know.
How would you possibly know that?
Don't know. You all just have to try it or not.
Yeah, that's D&D for
That is D&D.
You just try it, or you don't try it.
I know, but I don't want to do something unnecessarily and prolong it all, because then we'll have to...
Be funny.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah, well, I'll find out when I've got more hit points.
Question.
Yeah. Yes, Piri?
Welcome back, adventurer. Come on in, shake off the seawater and grab yourself a biscuit. Though be warned, Pedro has been hoarding snacks here, and he gets very territorial when he circles the barrel like a feathery shark. So let's roll in to your moment with the Dungeon Master. We are, as always, utterly chuffed to have you here with us again. Your support is what keeps our world spinning, and without you, we'd have long since been swept overboard by the tidal wave of forgotten content. But instead, we're here, sailing strong thanks to you. Pedro! Hello! Come on, time for that scroll. What have you got now? You've invented seagull insurance. Pedro, I'm going to stop you right there. That's not a business, that's a scam. You've already sold 3 policies to Jeff. You know what? Never mind. Just give me the scroll before the paperwork gets out of hand. Thank you. Now go and refund Jeff, and it's not fair to take advantage of him. This week's shout out goes to Izzy, who posted on our Blue Sky recently that the last 6 months they have not just started listening to the podcast, but they've now caught up on every single episode and made time to come and see our live theatre show in London too. Amazing work. And if you want to shout out just like that, it's easier than Derek disappearing into a crowd with nothing but a mop and a sombrero. Just follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, or join our Discord and let us know that you're out there. Drop us a meme, share us your fan art, or pitch us an idea for your best Roll Britannia themed pun. We absolutely love hearing from you. And if you enjoy the show and want to help it grow, then we'd be over the moon if you left us a 5-star review, whether that's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Poddrama, Good Pods, YouTube, any of them really. Just head on over, check them out, and you'll find a place very nearby where you can leave that review. And your kind words help new adventurers find our nautical nonsense and join in the fun. And don't forget, we've got a Patreon where you can join the crew from as little as £2 a month and get access to a whole trove of exclusive treasures. Bonus episodes, character deep dives, stunning artwork, exclusive merchandise, behind-the-scenes bits, and of course, ad-free episodes. Every doubloon goes into making the adventure more alive and making it even bigger and better. So, to find out more about our Patreon and to find a tier that suits you, head on over to patreon.com/Roll Britannia. Wait, what's that on the horizon? It looks like some ships. It's a fleet of sponsorships!
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Before you head off, don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you'll get Pedro's next insurance claim. And trust me, the paperwork is just extensive and mostly covered in cracker crumbs. So, yeah. Right. Back into the madness with you. Go on. Get back in there. Go!
Do you want a lift?
I'd love one, please.
To aid you in your journey,
Press 1.
I can locate 7 gates nearer to your location, nearer to your target location than here.
Are they active?
Scanning. Scanning. All gates currently inactive.
Inactive.
Okay.
What's the height difference between
yeah,
that
what's
and the
the height
nearest one
discrepancy?
to the one we're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Calculating. Calculation complete.
Okay. Would you
Could
be
you
able
adjust?
to adjust this portal to this gate? Would you be able to adjust it to the same height as the other one?
Calculating.
The target
Before
one?
you do that.
Calculating. Calculating.
I mean, he said, can you? He didn't say do. So, can you? You'll calculate. After that, before we do change, if you just send a little note back to our current home just to say...
we don't have to... We're not walking through it straight away.
No, but I'm just saying, if we move our gate, that gate will be inactive, and they'll be there going, why can't we go through? Nothing's working.
In progress.
Okay. Could you send, because you can connect to all gates, just a note back to our original plate gate, just saying, don't portal inactive for the moment. We'll put it back in a bit. Love the Buccaneers.
Message sent.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Start hours research has got to pot
All
completely.
of our researchers are out of office at the moment.
Yeah. Have we got an auto reply?
Yeah.
I've got an out of office.
Out of
Out of Tojo.
Out of touch.
Okay. What
Gate
is
alignment complete.
Perry? What is the name of this target gate that you're sending us to?
Is it one of the ones we've heard before?
I don't know. What have you got?
You've
All the
got
gate
names.
names.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on.
I don't know. I can't remember if you've heard them or not.
Statue?
No.
Chop Knee City?
No.
Central Ware Street.
No.
Religious building. Granite Arch.
No.
We're at Granite Arch at the moment.
Old
Oh,
Academy,
yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, I read functioning. Okay.
Plaza of the Sun, Plaza of Lost Souls,
No.
Oakhurst, clubs.
I think you're just naming places in the city now.
Sandbog.
Yeah, these are the city ones.
I don't think that's the right list, Paul.
Gaucho
No.
Hedge Market. Candle Maker.
These are
Everything's in close.
That's the city name.
Those are
No, these are gate.
those are gate names.
Those are gate names. Okay.
I see.
Paul was just listing
The city ones.
the city ones.
Yeah.
I was like, no, those are places in the city.
Yeah, this is what got the ring system. 1,
Any of
2,
those?
3, 4, 5,
No.
6, 7, 8. Apart from
What's the name?
the arts.
What's the name of this gate?
You knew it was good. You could have said yes.
If it's not on that list.
Oh, here we go. Granite Arch.
Yeah, there you go. That's the list. We've moved on from that, Paul.
We're about to get the new name.
Yeah, okay, we've moved on from that list, though. We've already said his
Now
name.
you've got that list open.
Get ready to
Add
write
market
add this new name.
down.
Yeah.
I love him.
Okay. Perry's sort of processes for a minute. And this is
Gate ID. Soullight Cave.
Soul Light Cave.
Or like.
light.
Soul Light Cave.
It's like
Perry,
Soul Cave, but it's better for you.
Perry, in
I'm not ashamed. I'm not even sorry.
Yeah.
Terrible joke.
Perry, in
That's Diet Soul Cave.
I know what you're going to
It's
ask. 'cause
spelled
I've had
light
the same
as
thought.
L-I-T.
Oh, right, yeah.
Perry, in Delvin culture, what is a soul light?
Soullight. Definition. Soullight is the light from the soul.
In that image that you showed us, is that what was glowing?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
What does it mean?
Is Soul Light
Here's
a temple?
With the Starflower, the smart person that's not made their way through just yet, she
bothered to
translated some of the Delvin text to give us some of the names originally. Would they still mean the same? Because they obviously are translations. She said it was a little bit difficult and they didn't often mean. There was a bit of lost in translation. So you know Common clearly very well, and you know all the Delvin language. So something that might be translated as Chopney City, would that have a much more common name like Marketplace, or, you know, the place we buy our stuff from, or it's something that makes, like, this is obviously Soul Light Cave, directly referring to the Soul Light and the Cave of Soul Lights, I'm assuming, would be the logical naming for this. So therefore, are there any others that you can translate for us? Because I know we've just given you a load of names, but maybe you don't understand those names because they're weird translations from a text that we've done.
That is true. We've only heard them from
Translations are literal. Meaning is inferred.
So Chopney City would be somewhere where they chop your knees.
Translations are literal.
Okay.
Meaning is inferred. So it is called Chopney City. But that might mean something completely different.
Yeah. Because, okay.
Yeah. Yeah?
So the Soul Light Cave is literal.
Well, I don't know what the meaning of the cave part is, but the Soul Light is that glowing. That's all I was able to establish, is that it's the glowing thing.
So we can establish the same, that it is chopping. This is a knee.
Not necessarily.
Okay, then I'm confused.
That's all right. That's all right. The translation is literal. Never mind.
The words are literal, but the meaning is not necessarily the combination of the words.
Yeah,
depending on the language, the culture, whoever's reading it,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's the beef cow thing.
Okay.
Yes, and that means nothing to anyone listening. Anyway.
Gate active.
And it begins glowing.
Lovely.
Do
Go on,
we
Kath.
get a free pass for this one?
No.
Go on, Kath. Oh, before we go, Perry, this modern map.
Just stumbled.
Kath, don't do it. This modern map.
Yes.
Could you, I'll give Perry the modern map with the Riley's last known location on it.
Yes.
If Perry, could you just mark on this modern map where this gate is geographically located?
Yes.
And then hand me back a copy. Well, not hand, but print me a new copy.
Creepy
Excellent.
hand.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I want to see sort of how far we are from it, and sort of, is this gate going to be in Galea?
When you get the print back, it's not in Galea.
Okay. Is it in the woods near?
No, it's along the coastline.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay then. Kethel, take a deep breath.
Milo.
And then stop again.
Yeah, just out of interest. Yeah, Kath's doing this.
Oh, God, I hate this.
You do that thing where you take a step and then you get refused, like you have to stop doing it. You sort of like...
It's like rubber banding. On this map, where's Toscobble Manor?
Which map are you showing?
I was going to say, which manor?
Which one?
Modern day map.
Modern
with
day map.
I think it was
Riley's
Toscobble
last known-
Estate.
With Riley's last known location and the gate that we're going to on it. Where's Toscobble Estate? If that's Galea, there, and I point to Galea.
Yeah.
Where's Toscobble Estate?
About there.
Okay.
I was pointing on the map, and he's going to have to fill in the blanks.
I was going to say, how would he possibly know how to answer this question?
As a player, yes. As a character. As a character, super
Set him
easy.
up. Yeah, super easy. There, obviously.
Yeah.
Player going, oh,
There.
fucking no.
The gate and Toscobble Manor, are they close together, or are they opposite directions from each other?
They're nearish.
Okay, they're near-ish. So is
How-ish.
Is Riley's last known location near Toscobble Estate?
Not exactly, no.
Okay, but is it further away than the gate is?
Is Riley's place further away
from the gate?
From the gate than Toscobble Manor is. Is it like the other direction?
It's not the opposite direction, no.
But it's beyond.
Yes.
Toscobble Estate is closer to the gate.
Yes.
So we'd have to go
Then
past.
Riley's
So we would have to go past Toscopple Estate to sort of.
Yeah,
we could do.
I mean, you could go a long
It's sort
way
of
and
like,
not go past
if we
it.
got to go there, it's sort of like there.
Yeah,
so it's closer,
Slightly out of the way.
It's
but
out of the
on
way.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could choose to go a slightly longer way and not go by it.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
So it is.
I need a
It is
map.
on.
Because I'm just lost on.
I mean, this map at the moment will have like 3 dots on it.
Yeah, to be fair.
Okay, cool. Go on then, Kath. Kath,
Ready?
stop fooling around. Go on.
Oh, I hate these things. And then Kath will take a deep breath. Oh, yes, Perry, yes. Yes, Perry.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you. And then Kath will psych herself up again. Look around at all of them. Greatly suspiciously. And then leap through the portal.
Okay, what are we giving up?
Kath is going to give up the memory of a character from his backstory.
Okay.
That's a weird way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
Kath's going to give up a memory of a character from his backstory, not a person from his past.
No. I'll explain to the ladies.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think they'll understand.
They know what we're doing. They've
This
been
isn't
listening.
real. So yeah, Kath will give him a memory. And
Who's
that
the memory?
is a person from his past, of course. And
Typically
that-
in the memory.
Typically in the memory. And
It's rare that a memory is a person from the future.
It's we see the movies. It's a girl that he grew up with. Whilst he was in that human village when he was that young Kath. And she was, it's difficult for Kath anyway, but she was never bothered, the same as everybody else was. Any nearby orcs shunned Kath as he was a half-orc, and the humans in the village shunned him because he was half-orc and never fit in either, but she never was bothered by any of that. She had the sort of innocence of a child where they don't see any of the other stuff. You're just a friendly person who I like.
Oh.
So, but...
Fuck her. Let's forget about her.
There are there are more people, but it's she was one of the few childhood friends that Kath did have when he was little.
You guys give up some really valuable stuff, you lot. Jeff's just over there just giving up inspiration.
Yeah, but we can't have any.
He can't now. He's got to give up something.
You can't now.
I've got a good one.
An inch.
An inch. 1 inch at a time.
How many times have you been out? 7.
And her name was Alora Rockbow.
God, she's got a name.
Yeah, she had a
Best
name,
forget
yeah.
it.
Yeah, best forget it.
Scrub
But
it from your
she never even. Kath hadn't taken on the name of Frostine by that point. He was known by then as just Kath Sinomine. She only ever knew him as Kath Sinomine. And Sinomine means no name. He didn't take on Frostine until later.
Oh.
Later. So yeah, that memory is.
What a sweet memory to never think about ever again.
Yeah.
Also, it's never and that happens because and there's a bit of a. Well, I was going to say there's going to be a tear, but I guess the memory fades.
Yeah, it's gone.
Maybe there's a final tear as it goes, and he doesn't realise why it's crying.
Yeah, that's exactly a tear, but you don't know
That's so
why.
sweet.
Yeah.
Why?
That's so sweet.
Anyway, who's next?
I'll follow him.
See, I can spin a yarn.
Jeff, what are you up to?
You can.
As I step
Stroll.
through, going, oh god, I'll clean up the sick guys. Don't worry. Step through, and I'm going to think back, and I'm going to sacrifice my skill in dominoes.
There's something from the backgrounds part of the character sheet that you've forgotten it was a thing.
It was a bittersweet memory to lose, but it has
really meant so much to you.
Yeah, it's come up a lot.
It has, yeah. But it's one of those things that since his mother has always told him that he should never be stop dominoing so much.
Yeah.
And after the last time, that was essentially
because he's obsessed.
Just he couldn't do it anymore, and he's always wanted to get back into it, but now he's just.
So he says giving up the memory of dominoes, like their existence entirely, or having played with
his
them?
skill with dominoes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, his skill of books being dominoes, anything being dominoes, if it's stacked in the right way.
All right. So he's not forgetting the concept.
No, the concept of dominoes are there. He just looks at them as sort of like maybe they could be good. No, never mind. They look like they tip really.
No one ever do that.
Let's go play badminton.
He's obsessed with backgammon now.
Talking about pizza, to be fair. So that's much nicer.
Who's next to the portal?
I'll go.
Oh, go on then. We're giving up.
I am going to give up the memory of the time. So, in my backstory, I think we've already heard all of this. There was a time before Miracles of Maurus was a thing.
Yeah.
And Milo got a bit kidnapped.
A bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it did a bit, yeah.
And that's how Miracles of Maurus sort of came about. I'm going to give up that specific memory of the kidnapping.
You're going to give up the memory of being kidnapped?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So you never...
He's much more carefree now because he's forgotten what it's like to be kidnapped.
Yeah. The trauma's gone.
When was Milo kidnapped?
Listen to that.
He doesn't know. Can't remember.
He have no idea. Why are you asking him? He's forgotten.
Oh.
What do you mean kidnapped? Yeah.
I got kidnapped. God, that's never happened before.
Yeah. Who would kidnap a poor innocent halfling?
Yeah, God, who gets kidnapped? How carelessly gets kidnapped?
Did they think you were a kid?
No.
Oh.
It's more halfling nap then, isn't it?
Yeah. Same size.
What were we saying, Derek?
Give up your name. The memory.
Who the
of your
fuck's
name.
Derek?
Who? What? What the fuck? I will give up the memory because I can't see anything on my character sheet that I'm like, I can do without that at the moment. I'm going to give up the memory of all the people that, except for my family, all the people that lived on my street when I was a child.
Wow.
Nice. Very good.
So, as far as your memory goes, you lived on a completely empty street.
No, I lived on
A stranger
a street, but I cannot for the life of me remember any of their names.
Okay.
I can I remember your...
All right, mate. There was mate, pal, buddy.
Come on, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're from...
Just feels like how you interact with most neighbours these days anyway.
Yeah, but back in the olden days, things were different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now
they
been
live
lost.
next door. What's her name? Not a clue.
Yeah.
How long they live there? 10 years?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Jerry and Dave.
Jerry and
isn't it?
Dave.
Yeah.
Lovely couple.
Yeah.
Abdul.
That's their son.
All right. Jerry, Dave, and Abdul.
Yeah.
Nice family. Yeah, so I'll just give up the memory of the people that used to live on my street. Because I feel like, if I get, they're mostly dead anyway. They're mostly humans. So.
They're probably all dead, to be fair.
Yeah. Except for that guy, what's his name, that used to live down the road from me?
Always reaching for stuff.
Reacher. Yeah. The Chiron family. Anyway, never mind. Just through the portal like.
Yeah. And you all step out of this portal and find yourselves in... It's a strange situation to find yourself in. Because you find yourself slightly precariously balanced on the edge of a cliff. As the portal has opened onto
the Thunder.
Some burglars. It's opened onto a sort of ledge almost that is in a sheer cliff face.
Like in the middle of a cliff face?
Yeah, it's like
at the top of it.
No, it's like in the cliff face.
Really?
Yeah.
How far's the drop down?
Oh.
Far further than the eye can see.
No.
Oh, really?
It's not.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
How big is this? Yeah, you're on the coast, yeah.
Ocean down there.
Ocean.
Yeah. Okay.
Keth looks at his silicon bracelet at balance and goes, what's the problem?
What exactly is the issue here, everyone?
He's
He's
like-
there just like, just stretching.
Pressed
like-
up against Keth, having backed into him, be like, this is where you go first.
Minus. Quickly sidestep while someone else gets, in case someone else comes through.
Oh, wow. Just that, Derek.
Can I? I'm going to transform into a lizard first.
Okay, good idea.
Straight into a lizard.
Well, watch
I'm
this
good.
step.
I'm good. Yeah, just my eyes like swirling around.
I'm going to get feather
do you lick
ready
an
just in
eyeball?
case.
I'll
Yes.
catch a fly out of the air.
One of those sea
I'll
flies.
climb across the wall onto the cliff, just sort of slightly above the opening. Can I see the top of the cliff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, how far?
What does his lizard eyes say?
What do I?
I don't know. It's not a huge cliff. I'm not. This is not like Apocalypse Cliff. This is just like this is a cliff.
Apocalypse Cliff. That's the Cliff Richard movie you haven't seen.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
It's him fighting the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
With gospel.
With gospel.
The conscientious objector.
No, it's just, this is. I want you to picture the cliffs of Dover.
Okay.
It's kind of that kind of like scale of cliffs.
All right.
Like Beachy Head level. Like these are.
That was a cliff.
There's some big cliffs. Yeah. Yes.
And we're sort of 2/3 of the way up it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a chunk of cliff above you. There's most of it below you. You're quite high up, but
okay.
I'd say about 2/3 below us.
Above.
Give or take.
above us.
Yeah. Almost exactly.
Could I reach the top with my grappling hook, or is it more than 50?
How long is your grappling hook?
50 feet.
How big are your lizard hands?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I don't have to.
Can you heft?
Well, no,
Grappling
because
hook
I'll
is a
climb
lizard.
up
And then
I'll transform back into myself.
Sort of 18 meters, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it
50 feet?
3 feet in a me?
3 feet in a
3 feet in a yard, and a yard is
15.24.
nearly a meter.
Huh?
15.24
Oh,
meters.
that's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. So I'll climb up.
It's about 4 floors.
Yeah. I'll climb up. I will transform back into myself. Can I make an investigation check to find sort of a rock that I can wedge the end of the grappling hook in? So
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
Lower it back down.
Nice. I see.
Yeah,
what
you
you're doing.
can look around for a rock.
Is that perception or investigation?
Perception for sure.
For show.
Hey, 29.
Yeah, you find a rock.
Lovely. I will wedge
It's a cliff
the
head.
hook part of the grappling hook into the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll pull it out. And
Like
then
a
I'll
tape
just-
measure.
Like basically, yeah, like a tape measure, and then I'll just chuck it down so that the rest of you can climb up.
Cool. I like that. Like your plan. Good effort.
Can I hold on to it and recoil so I don't have to do any climbing?
I mean, yeah, but the others have
He's
to go
conscious that
first.
he rolls atrociously.
Yeah. I'm
If the
happy
others
to
go
let the others
first,
go
yeah.
first.
All right. Let's have some athletics checks from the other two then. Okay.
Athletics.
Because I know he'll be fine.
Athletics, please.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
14, and I get +7 to athletics.
Oh, yeah, you climb that.
Oh, I'm up there.
13.
Ahoy there! That be the end of part 1 of this episode. So, get the longboats and head on over to part 2. It's available right now. Avast!
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Do you want bonus audio?
I think what we've done all day, by the way, guys, is yes and now we're just, why?
A cow's life begins, like many of us, as an egg. Squeezed out seemingly at random by the gentle grazer, the cow seems unbothered by its brown offspring.
I had the murder wall. I was trying to figure it out on my kitchen wall with names, post-its, string, and the lot.
that brother prick? I don't know how to do things with my mind.
You've got to find a way to do this. I know it's inside you. You're a silver bow.
Come give it to me, buddy boy.
Okay.
And as he approaches me, I'd like to twist his nipples.
I can tell you for definite exactly where the inspiration for Nancy's came from.
Go on.
Careful, just swallow it all.
Like a good boy.
And if he does get sliced by the glass, he'll just try and
Start it
out.
Yeah.
Well, join the Royal Britannia Patreon. Available now.